What a gorgeous nighttime view from high above the city of Atlanta. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. With Greg Anthony and Brett Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Then it's T. Then it's Ball, and it's Johnston in at the 2. And for Atlanta, we've got Speedy, Wilson out there with Jay. Then it's T, and it's Young in at the point. Brent, 2 explosive backcourts. When you were playing, who was the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I started the reason I started with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at the time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings. They would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me that.
I can see the bruises. And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. There's the pass to T. Here's Speedy. He's covered by Ingram. Clock at 6. T. He's covered by Ingram. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Speedy, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds for the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Passes it to T. 6 to shoot. Here's Speedy. No good on that one. And New Orleans will come the other way.
Well, a new start for Lonzo Ball, part of that massive Anthony Davis trade over the summer. And for Lonzo, things not working out in L.A. I wonder if being away from everything that L.A. offers up is going to allow Lonzo to focus back in both on playing and on making sure his body is ready for the rigors of an 82-game season.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack foot confidence.
Yeah, hard to stop it there if you're the big man. That's just too good a shot and great concentration.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And with the Pelicans, ball can be quite dangerous in an Alvin Gentry offense.
Yeah, this up-tempo style that Alvin likes to play, a lot of it borrowed from the 7 seconds or less offense of Mike D'Antoni, is going to be very exciting. They could be a league pass team as Lonzo Ball loves to advance it with the pass, finding players like Ingram, Holiday, and of course Zion Williamson on the break could lead to some exciting basketball in the Bayou.
And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And offensively, how do the Pelicans go from good to elite?
Well, raise your hand if you want more shooting. And I can see David Griffin raising his hand. That's what it's about for these guys. Tough to win in this league if you don't have the floor spacing. They're going to play at a great pace, but man, could they use a few shooters.
Launches a 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Jay, the pass to Wilson. They shoot again. Kicks it to Young. And at last, they get one to fall.
This is Trae Young's game right there. Rise and fire. And these shots are helping out the offense.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the first. Here's Williamson. Atlanta with the rebound.
And the effort never stops with the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Well, if there was ever a no-doubt #1 pick, it is Zion Williamson. New Orleans jumps at the chance to draft him.
Yeah, hard to think of a transition where you have a transcendental star in Anthony Davis in the 7 seasons he gave to the Pelicans, that Zion Williamson would come in and almost make you, and I don't mean this in a bad way, Kevin, but forget about AD. There's that much excitement and enthusiasm around what the talent set is and the skill set of this young star player could be.
Especially in the playoffs, Brent, so much can change when a player gets in a foul trouble. You see the league ever modifying that foul out rule?
I know that they do that in the summer league where you can stay on the court for 10 fouls as elimination, but it's a technical every time. I don't see the league doing that. I think it's good for the game so that star players or meaningful players, ones that play specifically on defense, they have to have responsibility for what it is that they're doing on the floor. And if they're overly aggressive, you should be penalized for playing that way.
Hugh passes to Reddish. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Sanchez. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Q, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Orleans making a switch here. Hayes is checked in.
Hayes.
Knocked away. Off the inbound, no good. Pelicans leading by 4. Pass to Rosario. Duncan with it. The pass to Rosario. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Collins grabs the miss.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Duncan. From deep three-point range, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
The Hawks trailing.
Well, some people looking at Atlanta and their situation in terms of the rebuild and wondering what direction they would go. They've made some pretty solid picks. Got John Collins at the 19th pick as a foundation piece, and then obviously drafting Trae Young and Kevin Huerter, relying on shooting on the perimeter, and things moving along swiftly in Atlanta.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Atlanta, we've got Hughes. Carter is out there with Hunter. Then it's Reddish. And it's Collins in at the 5 spot. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Hawks have been in rebuild mode for the last couple of years, but this season brings a lot of optimism. Passing on Luka Doncic, the Hawks drafted Trae Young. It was much scrutinized, but Young came on down the stretch. His playmaking makes other people better, and also, they hope, will attract a free agent or two. Now the Hawks have added several rookies, starting with DeAndre Hunter. They believe they're poised to make some noise in the East. Kevin?
They took that gamble with Doncic and getting young. We'll see what happens. Thank you, D.A. Here's Duncan. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And John Collins, Brent, falling that late in the first round, shows you how deep that draft was.
Some people thought it was going to be a slow rebuild in Atlanta. They've made some pretty good picks, grabbing Collins, as you mentioned, and then last year picking up Trae Young and Kevin Huerter in the draft and relying on some shooting. That number 19 has been pretty lucky so far for the Atlanta Hawks.
Brent, when it comes to moving around in tight quarters without a lot of space, who's the quickest player that you have seen in a half-court this year?
Still remarkable to watch where it is that Kyrie Irving can get to on the floor in any sort of possession. It's like he could take, 50 dribbles in a phone booth and find a way out of it, spinning around and finding gaps within the defense.
What a hand.
But it's not his handle with just the one hand, right, Kevin? It's that he has an idea of, after he does the moves around the traffic, when he gets into the basket, multiple ways of finishing, much like Rod Strickland, who was a tremendous finisher in his days years and years ago. Kyrie's got a lot of that in his game.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And last season, the shadow of Anthony Davis's trade request hanging over this Pelicans franchise. A lot to wrestle with.
Yeah, it was an interesting year for the organization with all the news on AD wanting that trade and then nothing happening and then resting him. But I'll tell you what, this wasn't just something where that problem was swept under the rug. The Pelicans decided to blow that all away. New leadership in the front office, ownership, a revamped roster, first overall pick in Zion Williamson. The excitement in New Orleans after that trade is on an all-time high.
The Hawks shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
New Orleans making a switch here. Williamson's checked in. Here's Redick. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The kick out to Holiday. Passes it to Johnston. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Here's Williamson. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Williamson's got 5.
Capable of doing some real damage. Give Williamson the rock in a spot like that, and he is going to burn.
Here's Holiday, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. And it's a 9-point Pelican lead. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Pass to Redick. He feeds it to Williamson. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Speedy's checked in for 2. And a change for the Pelicans. Ingram's checked in. .34 seconds left in the first half of the game.
That's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Here's Speedy, and it's blocked.
And if Williamson's in the area, you better be careful. When you aren't, he's going to stifle you on the offensive end.
Holiday. Back to Reddick. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And so it's New Orleans in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
Well, I mean, defensively, we still have to be good. We got to rebound the basketball. And then we've got to continue to push the basketball and score offensively.
We'll see if you can keep that going in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. In the second quarter, they made it look easy. They played well at both ends of the court, and suddenly, they're sitting on a 9-point lead here at halftime. What did you think, Shaq, about New Orleans?
You know what, Ernie, I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Beautiful.
Talk to me, Kenny. How did you think Atlanta played?
Well, obviously, they were outshot. I thought they mailed it in too many times in terms of their effort. People weren't moving, they weren't screening, and they definitely weren't hustling. They need to hit the ground running to be competitive in the second half, or they could get blown out.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. The Hawks trail by 9.
This Hawks team built around youth, and probably the most attention-getting younger player is Trae Young. An unbelievable second half to his rookie season, almost challenging Luka Doncic for the Rookie of the Year. Trae Young, an incredible shooter, but plays with a tremendous amount of confidence, and we'll see how far that confidence can take this young core as they continue to grow under their young coach, Lloyd Pierce.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Then there's Lonzo Ball. Then it's 2. And it's Johnston in at the shooting guard position.
Ooh, put a little extra on that.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously he can when necessary, but not that time. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young say, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about.
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. And the question for Young now, can he reach the level Curry has?
I think that question is just completely misplaced. We're going to just try to let Trae Young be the best version of himself. He reminds you of Steph Curry, but those accomplishments are, I think, a little bit out of reach, Kevin. Trae Young does have in front of him an unbelievable opportunity here in Atlanta to become and push his potential as far as he wants it to go.
That one falls for Ingram.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Collins checked in for Wilson. Hunter comes in for Jay. And it's Q in for Young. free throw is good for Ingram.
And New Orleans, not the largest market, but a lot to like about living in the Big Easy.
Well, you just said Big Easy in New Orleans, and I saw Kevin Harlan's head whip over here because I know what he's thinking about. Food, baby.
That's right.
Food. But whether it's music, art, architecture, New Orleans has a tremendous culture.
And when Kyle Korver played for Atlanta, he set a league record with at least one three-pointer in 127 consecutive games.
And to think that you just wouldn't have one of those nights where nothing was going in. 127 is pretty impressive. Record was broken eventually by Steph Curry in 2016. But for Atlanta, that 127 is still a team record. And you wonder if one Trae Young might have his eyes set on it.
First free throw is good.
Well, this season, the Pelicans finally getting themselves their own G League affiliate, the Erie Bayhawks in Pennsylvania. And in 2022, they'll move closer with renovations to the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. And when that's completed, it's really going to help out the young core and the draft picks that have been collected by David Griffin to do some player development that's going to keep this team competitive for a very long time.
And Brett, kind of a musical chair situation for the Bayhawks, the original franchise, this season moving to College Park, Georgia, to become the Skyhawks.
That's right. That team was affiliated with the Atlanta Hawks, and now the Pelicans take over for the next 3 years in Erie with the new Bayhawks franchise before that move to Alabama in 2022.
And the Pelicans miss again.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Good. That's now 8 points for team.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Duncan high post. To the paint. Here's Massenberg. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Collins.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Pelicans shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Under 6.
First free throw is good. Jay's checked in for Atlanta. And New Orleans also making a change. J.J. Redick's checked in for Hayes. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
To the left wing. Here's Q, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
That's his first personal foul.
The Hawks have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
Q. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe. The Pelicans have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Redick up top. He's guarded by Collins.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. That's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
For New Orleans, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. first one falls.
Well, the former Dookie, J.J. Redick, has carved out an incredible role as one of the league's most deadly shooters.
And so he hits both. The Hawks trail by 3. It up from 12. Count that one. Hughes got 4 points in the quarter. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
Now here's Duncan. 5 to shoot. Outside, Redick. Stolen by Collins for the lead. And the call on the shot that sends it into the line.
Just impressive athletically, and when Collins is in this kind of mode, the defense is on its heels. He's just a great finisher on the inside. John Collins, one of the game's better dunkers.
And it's tied up with that one.
The leap that we saw John Collins make last year was pretty awesome. Scary thing is he's just going to keep getting better and wants to improve that consistency in terms of his shooting range around the top of the key.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Jay's checked in for Hunter. Carter comes in for Reddish. And it's Shorty in for 2. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Holiday dishes to Redick. And the rejection by Collins.
Good timing defensively. Collins just up there, the long arms and quick off the deck.
And the Hawks making a change here. Wilson's checked in. The Pelicans also changing it up. T comes in for Silk. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Duncan. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Sanchez. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Jay's got 6.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Shorty. He's covered by Ball. Here's Shorty with 4 seconds on the clock. But they recover it. It could go. That shot missing. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Pelicans ahead, up 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Jay out there with Wilson. Then there's Speedy. Then there's Carter. And it's Shorty in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now here is Holiday. Pass to T. Back to Holiday. It's blocked. Here's Shorty. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him. Trae Young, he's checked in for Shorty. Ingram, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Young outside. Wilson the pass to Speedy. And it's blocked. And they're able to recover. Goes in for the jump. The Pelicans trail.
with the assist.
Johnston defended by
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Tees checked in for Atlanta. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Johnston, it's tipped. Jay, the pass to T. The pass to Speedy. Young in the corner. Hawks passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's T. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Hawks. Team shots.
And he makes the first. That one misses.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Passes to Johnston. From the line. That one a tad off line to the right, but drops in for him. And the Pelicans lead by 2. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Young passes to Holt. Back to Young. The 15-footer, good. Young's got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
Embracing the big moment is Trae Young.
Here's Johnston. Rebounded by the Hawks. Speedy's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's T. Right through the D for the win. T's got the lead up to 2 now for Atlanta.
Big time basket there on the inside. He wanted to get that one up and over the big guy.
He seemed extremely focused on that hoop the whole way. You could see it in his eyes. It was not going to be denied.
And yes, it's good.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Huge shot there, and the crowd knows it.
Yeah, you gotta love hearing a crowd get this fired.
Ball dishes to Williamson. Good defensive work there by Young. Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Here's Speedy. It's blocked.
In addition to being superb on offense, he is also a ridiculously good defender. His range really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots.
He gets it in there.
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up enough.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Now we get a chance to check out our Jordan player of the game.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%. Always a sign of a solid offensive performance. But his movement movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
John Collins, he's checked in for Atlanta. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey guys, Lloyd Pierce talked with his team during that last time out. He said, "This is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it." Really is fired up about this game.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And it's such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Goes up to the stripe. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Here's Young. It's good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
It's in. Trae Young comes up huge this time, looking like the go-to guy.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
The first, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, G.A. Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And now they foul and stop the clock. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room ball has to throw when you factor in how efficient he is already.
And he does get the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Young for 3. Pelicans with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Shooting for New Orleans. T. At the line for 2.
Two.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
So we see the Pelicans get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.